Hello everybody, this is Dedra from Paper Crafts and Planners. Today I'm using this Die of the Month Club die set from Spellbinders, and it is called Festive Wreaths Slider Card. And I will link to it. It's still available even though it was the June Die of the Month. And it has all sorts of little seasonal pieces to it. And today I'm going to do a Christmassy card. I'm feeling in the mood. I know it's hot as heck out there, but first thing I cut was this tag piece. And you could see this beautiful paper I'm using is from Cartabella. I took my shimmer pin from Close to My Heart and went over all those snowflakes just to give them a little bit of sheen. The next thing I did was die cut out the back of my card. And so you're going to use that one piece solid the first time. And then the second time you cut it out for the front of your card, you're going to put that piece in the middle. Make sure that your thick line there is opposite the thumb notch. And make sure you tape it down. I use this 3M this 3M Post-it note tape. But you can use washi if you want. Even if you have a magnetic plate to your die cutting machine, I would still tape it down just to be sure. And then you're going to fold it so it's like a valley, mountain, valley, and then that last piece comes up. And that's what attaches to your tag to make your tag slide in and out. I've cut out some snowflakes. That's the little festive piece for Christmas that comes with it. And I put some Journey glaze on them, which is just a clear glaze, makes things shiny too. And then I used some sparkle dust. It comes in sparkle cuts and sparkle dust, but I thought the finer dust was better. And that's a Fun Stamper's Journey / Spellbinders product. And then I cut this half circle out 4 times. I'm going to double up the pieces because this is double-sided printed paper, so it's only maybe a 65-pound weight. So it's not, and I'm going to weigh it down with some pieces, so make sure. This is Christmas Delivery by Cartabella. I received it in a box that I ordered from Echo Park a few months ago, and the box was like a clearance box, and you didn't know what you were going to get. I got so much awesome stuff in it. Really worth the price. I think it was about $20. But this is still available on scrapbook.com, so I am going to link it below. And actually, it's on sale right now. So if you're watching this close to when I filmed it, hopefully it's still on sale. Okay, I needed my tweezers. I needed my bloom tool, some detail shears, just a lot of things. And I'm using this board from Ranger by Wendy Vecchi, and it's the Stay-Tion board, the Make Art Stay-Tion board. And I love the little magnets, really help hold everything in place, and there's a grid to it. I love all that. These 2 pieces were stickers from this paper collection. It came with a sticker sheet, and I backed them on white paper and fussy cut them. And that tinsel is from Close to My Heart. Again, I'll link everything I used below. Okay, now here I'm very awkwardly trying to explain to you how you need to line this tag up to where it's all the way to the bottom of that little folded piece, and you leave an even amount of tag on each side. And I'm trying to make sure I show it on the camera. It did not go very well, but you'll see. I think you'll get the idea anyway. This is 1/4-inch double-sided tape that I'm using. Again, I don't use any special company. I just usually get it as cheaply as I can wherever I can find it. I've not found different qualities from different companies. Okay, so just make sure whichever side of the tag you want to show is going to show. And that's kind of what I'm doing. And you'll see what I did wrong when I'm done here. I didn't adhere it wrong, but I kind of am awkwardly on the wrong side of the card and I have to slide the tag through. But anyway, get it all the way to the bottom of that piece and an even amount on each side. And then I have to slip the tag back through. But anyway, it worked. It worked fine. So you can see now how it goes up and down, and I've adhered it just right to where none's showing on the other side and it's even on both sides. Okay. And then the next thing you need to do is adhere the back on there. So I'm going to put it upside down. So you can see I need to put double-sided tape all the way around. You want to leave an even amount. You don't want that tag to have too much room to move from side to shift from side to side, but you also don't want to be so close with your double-sided adhesive that you're connecting with it. And I just put it down off camera because it did take me a little bit of time, and this video is long enough, even speeding it up and doing a voiceover, putting one of these cards together. I used the 1/4-inch because that's what I had out of the double-sided tape, but absolutely a 1/2 inch would work too if you have the wider. And I do, I just didn't pull it out before I started the video. Okay, So now the tricky part is you need to make sure you line that up perfectly. Now I want that grid side to show through my window because I think it's cute for someone to sign the card like that. And I want this green plaid to be on the back because it's very pretty. And if you don't have a printed paper that you've got something that they can sign on one side or put a message on the other side, then just use plain solid paper. That's what I've done on the other cards. And I have a little showing and it bothers me, so I had to trim it off. But you can see how that worked out just perfectly with the double-sided tape. Now here I'm going to put these half circles together. I'm going to double them up with some adhesive. I'm using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive today. I like that it has a thin tip to it. And so just line those up best you can and press them down. And I'm kind of, awkward with it, but that's okay. I always end up, I see these ladies do these videos and they look like they just do such a wonderful job. And I end up with glue all over my hands. And if I'm stamping, there's ink all over my fingers. And yeah, I am a messy crafter. I'm not going to lie about that. It's the truth. The cleaning I have to do after I make a project, yeah, it's not good. Okay, so there are little dots on the ends of these half circles that kind of show you where they line up. And so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there on those little dots. And then just evenly get them together, as even as possible. And it does leave you a little line, so I try to kind of cover those up with anything I put on that half circle to cover up that little line where they connect. And you see how it adheres just right to that. And so I'm going to put the whole thing together before I adhere it, because I don't know exactly how I'm going to lay this out, but I know I'm going to put the snowflakes on one side and kind of even out with the truck. And I've got my little picker tool. I'll link to that too. It's a very inexpensive little tool that's made for nail salons. It comes in a package of several. So I'm just going to kind of put the large one and then some mediums on either side and then some smalls. And I'm just going to kind of do a pattern here with these snowflakes. And I think they just turned out so pretty with the putting the that glue in there. Just gorgeous to put the adhesive and then the glitter on it. Snowflake's so pretty. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to put the truck down and that little sentiment there. It says special delivery. I thought that looked really cute with the truck. And I had a little trouble with the, put another snowflake there, with this banner. And I think what would have worked better so that my banner was very steady was to put a circle of some sort of material behind this little outline circle, this little hoop that it makes. And I think that vellum would have been really pretty. I didn't do it, but vellum would have been really pretty. Okay, I've got a little adhesive sticking. Good thing I got that off quickly. Okay, so don't do what I do on here, because I thought, well, let me put some adhesive right at the bottom where I want this to go and then stick it down. But what I didn't anticipate was the fact that, no, there are tires on this truck. So that is not where I want the adhesive to go. But it's okay. This dries clear, and I'm going to be putting some snowflakes down there anyway. So now I get smart and put the adhesive on the back there and stick it where I want to go and just hold it for a few minutes, or a few seconds actually. And then I'm going to put some snowflakes at the bottom. So where that adhesive was, you won't even see it, even the shiny that sticks behind. It stays behind after it dries. Just put a couple down there. Big one and a small one. Now this sticker truck is a little slick, so my snowflake was not wanting to stick right off the bat, but it does stick. Yeah, it's a slick sticker, so the adhesive didn't want to stick as much. But isn't that cute? I don't know. I debate on putting another snowflake there, and in the end, I don't do it. I just think it looks cuter without it. But I just love the way this turned out. And now I'm going to take my tinsel, and I'm going to double it up a bit so that it's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to put it through the little opening there. Try Try to get it even. I'm just going to slide one in through the opening. And this is what I usually do with tags. Slide the end through and bring it back around. I've got glue on my fingers, so open it up and pull the other end through. And then I'm just going to trim it off. But I think that tinsel thread looks really pretty. I hope you enjoyed seeing how this went together. I really love making it with this die. This die is gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Happy crafting.